everyone. Welcome into All Access. And what a special night it is here. Rod Mackey-Romy being joined by the one and only, the history-making first female in Major League Baseball history to be a team's primary play-by-play announcer, Jenny Cavnar, with this crazy week, kind enough to join us. We are honored by your presence here. And I did hear Rod's been bragging that you were his intern. He's taking all the credit.
All the credit.
And despite that, look what you've done, despite me having you as an intern, Jenny. It's incredible how you've overcome.
Oh, my goodness. Well, thank you guys. Thanks for having me on. Rod still owes me, I think, $10 plus interest for some bet we made over a CSU game back in 2004 or 5 or something. But, yeah, it was really, when you look back, my start was Rod's intern. How about that? And all these years later, you know, we've gone different paths. But I will tell you, I love watching you two on TV together, so that's fun.
No, it's good being here. And I feel like I'm like between historic bookends here. I've got Romy, who, of course, was the first main female sports anchor in Denver history. Now I've got Jenny Cavnar, the new voice of the Oakland A's. Jenny, it's been an insane week for you. Every time I turn on the TV, I see CBS National News has a story on you. They flew you out to New York for the Today Show. ESPN's got you front and center there. Has there been a moment or a message with all the things that's happening that's kind of stood out above the rest for you?
Oh, my gosh, that is a great question. I will first just say I am so blown away and humbled by the amount of text messages and emails and social media messages and voicemails that I got, just from friends and family, but then, of course, colleagues. And extending out, I think, to your point, Rod, like the most meaningful is players that are reaching out, former Rockies players, current Rockies players, former Padres players, Hall of Famers. Trevor Hoffman's reached out, Larry Walker. I just got an amazing message from Justin Morneau and LaTroy Hawkins and Michael Kadire today. The three of them are at Twins camp together, and I was floored. I mean, the fact that these guys remember and took the time to congratulate me and to give me encouragement on this next chapter is it's really cool to think about kind of that baseball fraternity and being part of it.
Is this the end of the dream? Was this always the dream? Is this kind of the end for you?
Yeah, don't you remember that conversation we had in 2002 when I sat in your office? You know, I was interning, and I said, "This is it, Rod. This is what I'm gonna do." No, this is not what I was gonna do. And you know what's fascinating, you guys? I think I get this question a lot, or I've gotten this question a lot this week. And you know, again, it's nothing against it. It's from a lot of males, and a lot of sportscasters are saying, like, every sportscaster wants to call a game. And I was like, well, not really. I never really saw that growing up from a female perspective. I never heard that from a female perspective. But I'm really grateful that, you know, I've worked with Beth Mowins in my career. I've seen how hard she's worked to break down the play-by-play door. No, it wasn't my dream, but now it is. And I'm so excited that I get to start this play-by-play journey as a full-timer in Oakland. And obviously, you know, just kind of getting to do it as Drew's backup the last couple of years, and then adding college basketball in the off season. I feel like I've grown a lot, and I think getting to do it every single day, I can't wait to see how different it's going to look and sound from game 1 to game 162. And I'm just excited for the opportunity, and really, really grateful that NBC Sports California gave it to me.
Jenny, you mentioned breaking down barriers, and you have done so much for the women in this state. For me, you've been a mentor for so many women, and I know there's so many young women that look up to you. What does it mean to you to be the first, to be part of history? What do you hope comes of it?
Yeah, that's so sweet, Romy. I think you and I talk so much about that, right? Like, it's so important to acknowledge the first, but it's also important in that same breath to mention it's because it's not going to be the last. And I know that you and I just want to do our jobs. We just want to do it to the best of our ability. And, you know, having being able to be that for the next generation, being able to be that visual that they see that this is a job you can do is so cool.
And that ball is shot into left field. Fire up the fountains. She's gone.
Do they have fountains in Oakland? Are you going to have to come up with a new home run call?
Oh my gosh, we've been brainstorming for sure. I hope it happens organically when I'm finally around the team and get to meet everyone at spring training next week. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what comes out of it organically.
We can't wait to find out what it is. Jenny, just the busiest woman on the planet right now. Thank you for taking the time. Congratulations. You're an icon to all of us. We can't wait to watch it. We can't.
Oh,
now we all
guys,
got a reason to watch A games this season.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Jenny.